You need to eliminate distractions. Distractions are always going to be there, and it's up to you to figure out how to eliminate those distractions and get away from them as much as possible. Distractions can be anything that drains your energy, that doesn't add any value to your life whatsoever. And I'm sure you guys already know and have these distractions already in your life, and it's up to you to get rid of them because those will be the things that will hold you back throughout the course of time. For me personally, the distractions that the distraction that I necessarily had were just doom scrolling on social media, which I had to eliminate. And sometimes I do it, but I make sure I get my shit done first and then kind of indulge in it a little bit. But I don't let that be a dictator as to how my day goes, and I don't let it distract me from like my long term goals. Number two, I would say, is hanging around the wrong people. Hanging around the wrong people can definitely be a detriment to you. And people are so important. It's like the cliche saying you guys all know. You are the sum of the five people you hang around. But with that being said, you need to be diligent in the people you meet and surround yourself with because those are the people that are going to push you to different mountains and be able to elevate you, your life, your circumstances, and everything around you. Number three, I would say is you really generally need to figure out what it is that you want and don't derail from the process. There's going to be opportunities like, hey, you can make money doing this. Oh, hey, you can make money doing this. If those are things that you don't want to do, it's a distraction. Just eliminate it, get it out the way, and focus on what it is that you want. If you want to learn more about stocks, do that. If you want to learn more about real estate, do that. If you want to learn more about your career in the 9 to 5 space, do that. If you want to learn more about how business, private equity, and venture capitalists work, do that. Pick one thing and go all in at it. Don't get me wrong, it will be lonely because people are not going to understand why you want to do what you do. And it's not meant for them to understand. Just do what makes you happy, do what it is, whatever it is that you want to do, and go all in at it and eliminate all those distractions that are limiting you from getting to where you generally want to go and who you generally want to be. Do not succumb to people. Don't think that, oh, I need to dim my light for somebody else because they may not understand me or whatnot. Fuck all of that shit because the only thing that is detrimenting is yourself. That's it. You're only hurting yourself. You're basically telling yourself, oh, I need to dumb myself down because I don't feel that people are going to understand me. It's not meant for everyone to understand, and this life isn't meant for everyone to understand. So you have to realize that. If you don't get over yourself as soon as possible, then all these things are going to be pulling you every which way, and you're going to get stretched out so far that you're going to lose your sense of identity, and you're not going to have any clarity behind why you do what you do. So it's up to you to figure that out, like. And there was a point in time where I just had to separate myself from everyone, friends, family, um, relatives, you name it. I was literally by myself. And from that point, I was able to get a better synopsis of what I wanted out of life, but I also got clarity behind who I was. When you have people telling you should do this, you do that, and you let external things dictate who you are as a person, you will always lose. That's why you need to be priming your mind each and every day and focusing on the things that are going to make you happy and bring you genuine fulfillment. Because it gets to a point in time when you let the outside world tell you who you are, then you're just going to drift all over the place. Oh, I think you're this. Oh, I think you should do this. Oh, I think you should do that. Oh, I think you should do that. The only person that knows what's best for them is you. And if you don't figure out what it is that you want for yourself, you're going to live a life of somebody else that they gave to you. Really genuinely think about that. Even look at the people around you. Those people may have been given a life that they may not even necessarily be fulfilled in, but because they didn't have a true sense of identity and who they were and what they wanted to have and didn't have any clarity behind that, they let society dictate who they should be, how they should carry themselves, how they should walk, how they should talk, how they should think, how they should act. And some of the practices that I did was that I just kind of used affirmations and wrote down who it was that I wanted to be. And I was like, this is my character, this is who I'm going to be, and this is how I'm going to convey myself to the world, and I never look back. And yes, I've been called cocky, yes, I've been called arrogant, yes, I've been called delusional, but hey, you know what? You only get one life, so I might as well be all that and live it to the fullest while everyone else lives in misery. And sure, it can't come off as braggadocious or whatnot, but who cares? At the end of the day, people have their own problems. They're thinking about themselves constantly. And the moment they say that, 15 minutes later, they're going to be focused on a whole different thing that literally doesn't have anything to do with me. And right now, I'm reading this book called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. And I just started it. I've already read this book, but I'm reading it again. But it kind of just goes into detail that you only have so many fucks to give, right? And what that means is that you only have so many fucks to give about the things that are important versus things that are not important. So basically, the book is saying that you should give a fuck about things that are going to move you forward in your life instead of pulling you back and holding you back. And those things can be as minor as, oh, this guy cut me off in traffic. Someone that doesn't give a fuck is just like, hey, like, it is what it is. I'm not really worried. Someone that does give a fuck is going to blow their horn, fucking road rage, flip them off, do whatever. So that's a drain of your energy. Where attention goes, energy flows. You have to realize that. So wherever your attention is being harnessed is where your energy goes, and that's where your energy is being inputted. If you put your energy in things that are going to get you closer to your goals or make you become a better person, continue to give a fuck about that shit. But if it's shit that's pulling you away from your goals, it's a detriment, it's really holding you back, don't give a fuck about that shit. It's not going to make you any better, and it's not going to move you forward towards the things you want out of life. And one thing that I really had to learn is that when I was on my come up, so to speak, people didn't realize the work that I was putting in behind the scenes to make sure I was able to be in this predicament today. And honestly, the reason why I say that is because people thought I was arrogant, cocky, delusional, and sometimes I would almost second guess myself. Like, are they really saying that? Like, is that generally true? And sometimes I would let it get to me. But then I was like, you know what? Fuck them. They don't know my story. They just think that because they still see me as the little Jalen that was 16, 17 years old and didn't make any progression and was nervous, didn't have a lot of confidence or whatnot. But now that I've been able to work on myself and build myself up, now that I have that confidence, it's like they've been so used to me being a certain way for so long. Now that I've changed, it's weird to everyone else around me. And they didn't see the work that I put in to become this person. So they think it's like, oh, this is so out of realm. Like, you were acting like this, and now all of a sudden you're this. Like, now you're somebody else that you're acting like somebody you're not or whatnot. And it's just like, bro, like, why are you hating on me for putting in the work and doing the due diligence that I needed to do to be in this predicament that I'm in today? Why are you hating on another man? You guys have been at your jobs for the last 30, 40, 50 years. Y'all complain all the fucking time. But when there's somebody young, ambitious, and wants change for his life, it's a problem. Reason being is because it's untraditional. And with this day and age, with money going around like this, like, there's so many opportunities out there to make money. And don't think that you only have to get it from your 9-to-5 job. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if you want to work in corporate America, best believe you'll never get paid with what you're worth. And it'll never be enough. They'll work you into the ground if you let them. They'll work you into the ground, and they're going to figure out ways to be able to milk the shit out of you at all costs that makes them a net benefit. But at some companies, working super hard is a benefit, whether you do like sales, insurance, you're a broker, realtor, or whatnot. So it's not every job, but there are some jobs out there that will drain you into the ground. You have no outside life. All you do is work, sleep, and shit. That's it. Who would want to live a life like that? Genuinely, who would want to live a life like that? And as I conclude today's video, generally figure out what it is that is distracting you from your goals and get rid of that shit. Yes, it's going to be challenging, but in the end, you're going to be so happy that you did it because you'll have a lot more clarity behind what it is that you want to do and why you want to do it. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.